Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? Another morning close to our traveling soon. And it is nice to say hello to you guys on on this beautiful morning. It is nice to say hello to you guys on this beautiful morning. It is let me see what day it is. It is Sunday, April 21st of the year of 2024. We have a lot of things to discuss. Yesterday, I did a live saying what makes you happy and what do you think it makes you happy. And now it is what do you think it's going to happen. Everybody has their own theory, and there's no conspiracies anymore. The only ones that they manage this word conspiracy theories are white imperialist. Mercenary activist white liberals, white supremacist liberals. Uh, these are the ones that they managed these words. On the conservative side and on the libertarian side, and people that they stand in the middle, we don't manage those kind of words. We don't care. We believe it that there can be a theory and there can be a possibility. But the only white supremacists and the white imperialists are these mercenary activist liberals, uh, progressive mercenary activist liberals, that they're the ones that they manage this kind of language. And they defend themselves with this conspiracy theory, creating hysteria, QAnon. I don't believe in QAnon, by the way. I grotesquely disgust with that platform. I do not like QAnon at all. But you know, Uh, it's nice to say hello to you guys on this morning. How's everybody doing? Otra vez este men. Este güey. ¿Sabes qué, vato? Ya te vas. Mucho gusto. Te metiste el otro día. Dijiste que alguien te había metido a mi live y otra vez te vuelves a meter. Así es que mira, para que no tengamos ni problema ni tú y yo, mejor ahí te vas. Bye. Ahí nos vemos. There you go. Goodbye. Uh, Q es Quetzalcoatl. No, 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 no la ching. No, don't insult our culture, please. How's everybody doing? The hello from Canada. Thank you for sharing this. Everyone needs to be aware. Thank you, Teresa Cole. Man, you guys have a problem with Trudeau. It's important that the Canadian people rise and they get that socialist dictator out of the government. And whoever comes in, it does not have to be somebody that it was under his wing. Uh, you know, uh, it's just the way it is. It's the way it is. You guys need to work on that. So the topic of today is yesterday was, uh, sorry, Oscar, just being silly. Don't worry about it. I will put your comments on the live feed. Uh, and and you guys can comment. Also, for people that they're wondering, I'm trying to go to several places. I will put a Gives and Go, but if you guys want to donate, as it is right now, I'm trying to go to. It's a tour that I'm doing of borders, not only in South America but around the world. As ultimately, you guys know that last year I went to Ukraine. I went to Israel. I went to France, Poland, Amsterdam, Belgium, um, uh, went through Madrid, uh, went through a lot of places, and we did some incredible reporting from over there. I'm trying to go to Armenia, Jordan, Syria, borders with Armenia, borders with Jordan, borders with Syria, and Israel again. Ultimately, come back and do, Brazil, Haiti, and also do the borders with Mexico and the United States. And ultimately, I cannot do it alone. You guys know that I totally fund myself alone. So I will put a Gives and Go, and I will put exactly the amount that I need to travel to all those places. And ultimately, I will put the price on flights. cost of hotels and all that kind of stuff, so you guys can know, okay, this is what I can support on Oscar if I can. If not, a blessing is more than okay. Right now, you guys have the app right there that is called Buy Me a Coffee. If you guys like to contribute to my independent reporting and travel fund, right now, man, you guys, thank you so much. I'm trying to travel and trying to get out. It's really important that we continue to save our countries, to save freedom. That is the reason why this year I told you guys not too long ago that this year must be, possibly it can be my last year. I don't know, but I'm going to give it my all, man. This year, going to give it my all. Hopefully, I can provide more information as what I did last year that we went in. Ben and I 3 times in the Darien. This year we went again to the Darien Gap 4 times. We have the the information that we got in the Darien. It is just so valuable. The way that we profoundly created a great relationship with Panamanian authorities has been magnificent and wonderful because we stand for law and order. We're not like other journalists that they enter the Darien paying the cartel or paying smugglers or paying guides. We stand with law and order. So, uh, you know, uh, we that's in undoubtedly on our side. So, knowing that factor, the live feed it is talking about what is going to happen, and there's a lot of unstableness right now in the world. It's so unstable. It's really unstable. It's so bad. But Oscar, this is why do you say this year may be your last? Uh, there's a lot of things. You know, one of the things is that I believe that my journalism, we have reached in migration, covering migration, we have reached a peak that I believe that we need to experience other migration, the migration from the Middle East, the migration from Asia, and go directly to the source. As I have experienced in the continent of America, going directly to the source, going directly to the Darien Gap, going directly to Central America, almost getting killed in Guatemala. And ultimately, our life is on the line, really. It's really difficult to basically inform on, and I live over here, to continuously inform and to continuously try to expose these organized crime and the violent, organizations. But knowing that factor, I wanted to give an announcement, and now that everybody's here, so our book, the thing that I want to do now, it's public speaking. Through our experiences through all these years that we have been documenting, speak public, help the people that they deserve a second chance. Go to the private prisons, federal, state prisons, juvenile prisons, and talk to the people and tell them what to do. Second opportunities in life, they come if you stick to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and believe that He's with you. Number one, that's the number one thing. And second of all, our book is coming out. And yesterday I was talking to my editor, and we were waiting. This is what we were waiting on, and this is just such a phenomenal news. Uh, you guys know AI, right? AI intelligence is one of the things that uh, you know it's AI has become one of the things that it profoundly it's positive and it's a negative. We cannot rely on AI. Human beings need to rely on themselves. But the book, it is going to have a video book. This video, you can actually use the intelligence glasses, and you will actually be feeling and walking like you were in the middle of the caravan. Me on my videos that I recorded, me basically, speaking and telling you what is going on, what is happening, and ultimately, you'll be also having videos of walking in the Darien. And it's just such a phenomenal thing. We are going on talks right now with the guy that is possibly going to do this. And it is just unbelievable. I was just talking to the editor yesterday. We were in a meeting, on a gathering, and he was there, and he was telling me, Oscar, we just possibly we came to an agreement with them, and it can happen. And I was so excited, because that is basically what I want. I want the people to actually see how it feels like and be part of this. So, you guys, when I'm walking in a caravan and I'm live streaming, and I'm there, or I am, basically doing a hit, for the network, and you guys are seeing it. You guys are like, "Whoa, what the hell?" And then I've gone in with, several times, the War Room with Steve Bannon, and Steve always says, like, "You got to go and see this video. You got to go and see the footage of Oscars bringing to the table." I want you guys to feel that. On the other hand, and ultimately, feel that for the first hand, and imagine that, feeling it in the Darien. That would be unbelievable. There's a guy here. There's a lady here asking me something in Spanish. Hold on, let me just answer. Luisa Coromoto Peña. Hola, por favor, habla en español. Sí, hablo en español. Luisa Caramoto Peña, y su disculpa, eres mexicano, orgullosamente mexicano. Nací en Tijuana, Baja California. Soy bilingüe, y hablo otro lenguaje por ahí que se me pega. Pero en este momento estoy hablando en inglés para nuestra audiencia en inglés. Más adelante haré un video en español. Tengo mi Instagram, Oscar el Blue Ramírez, que tiene más de 108,000 seguidores, si quieres ir para allá. Y tengo mi TikTok, que tiene 440,000 seguidores. Es en español, totalmente en español. Oscar el Blue Reportero, lo puedes ir a ver por ahí. Oscar exploits. That's a good that's a good profile. Man, there you go. Goodbye, troll. So, it is something that, it is something that it is just, it's impressive, to see, all the changes that have been happening, and the changes that we are, trying to do. The book is one of the things that I really, in the, 3D book, it's really one of the things that I'm trying, to bring to the table, and to bring to every single one of you guys, and so you guys can, basically go in and feel what I feel, and basically, feel the same thing. So, the book, they're trying to do the three-dimensional thing. So automatically, when you buy it, you will actually play the video. You put the glasses on, and you will feel yourself as you're walking in it. So it's just unfreaking believable. That's a great opportunity. Thank you so much. What do you think it would happen? That's the topic of today. I have said this multiple times. It is not a conspiracy, anymore. It is not a conspiracy anymore. It is not something that it can basically, be called a conspiracy anymore. You cannot call it a conspiracy. It is a reality. The Biden administration has used our people, our Latino people, and the vulnerabilities of migrants, to basically, bring massive influx into every border, under the idea that he's being humanitarian, and that he is helping, which is not. And ultimately, it has an agenda. Everybody thought, oh my God, he's so human, he's so helping, he's so this. But there's an agenda behind it. He will not do this without getting a purpose. And the purpose is basically what you're seeing right now. And it is going to get critical as the time goes by. In the past elections, the elections for Donald Trump, when he was trying, when he was trying to reelect himself, they used a particular agenda, the Democrats, and it worked perfectly. They used to unstable the security of the country. They used two movements. They used one that is Black Lives Matter, that it impacted the world with George Floyd, and ultimately that escalated into using them to win an election. They pandered to that movement, kneeling down every time. Politicians kneeling down on the flag, kneeling down on the situation, and to provoke and to basically defund the police and to be on the side of radicalness and anarchy and all these, groups that they are not pro-America. They decided to use Antifa, and these kind of strategies they have worked on leftist countries like Venezuela, like let's say Nicaragua, in Honduras, when it was Juan Orlando Hernandez, it worked. He brought these collective groups and they divided the country. It's a pretty well orchestrated and strategy, extraordinary strategy. It was phenomenal strategy. And ultimately, after that it was pretty much established. Joe Biden won the election. As a lot of people can say, no, no, Joe Biden did not win the election. It was stolen, ballots, whatever it is. He's the 46th president, whether you like it or not. And now, look at all the things that they're doing. Even, Stephen A. Smith, sports commentator, one of the greatest sports commentators in the history of the United States of America, an African American that has always voted Democrat, that has always been a Democrat, told yesterday, and he has been going viral with his statement saying uh, the Democrats are attacking and using the law system to attack Donald Trump. And the reason why they're doing it is because they can't win. They can't find a way to win over him. And they are using the legal system. They're basically just abusing the legal system. And because they can't win. And this is a Democrat, 100%, 1,000% Stephen A. Smith Democrat, who is openly saying that he doesn't agree with the way that they're violating the democracy in the United States of America and the freedom by using the legal system and abusing the legal system and weaponizing the legal system to basically create a coup against the runner for the Republican Party for president, that is Donald Trump. It is unbelievable what they're doing. But now I truly believe, and I authentically believe that they are going to use our people, our migrants, the migrants, and they are going to use them because the statement of Donald Trump has become really blunt, and and ultimately has become an open book. And the thing about it is, I have said this before, and I've said it multiple times. I don't agree with him saying there's going to be a mass deportation like nobody else. And you have to buy those $3,000, $5,000 Oculus goggles to see these all reels. 3,000 to 5,000 Oculus goggles to see these all reels. Oh my God! Nobody's saying that you need to buy them. You can actually uh, get ones that they are similar and they're not as expensive. And I don't know how you are going to be able to see it. And if you don't agree with it, don't buy it. So uh, I believe strongly that what they are going to do, it is that they are going to critically. This is going to escalate little by little, little by little. It is going to escalate. And when you give out a statement saying that you are going to deport them all, you have millions of people right now that they entered the country irregularly of the United States under the Biden administration. That there are millions, millions of people, and ultimately, when you are saying that you are going to do a mass deportation, what do you think it's going to happen? First of all, the effect that it's going to have on South America is that you're going to see a massive flow that is going to come, uh, and and ultimately more migration that is going to come from South America into Central America, trying to make it before if Donald Trump becomes president again. Um, and they're going to try to flood and come, uh, and that is going to be it. Uh, Ultimately, that will be one of the effects. Immediate. That will be one of the effects. And other countries are going to suffer the consequences because there's going to be a massive influx. As soon as the South American population and also Asia, because a lot of Chinese migrants are coming, migrants from Afghanistan, migrants from the Middle East. As soon as they start realizing that Donald Trump is 5 or 6% up in the polls, they're going to say, like, man, this is uh, this is not going to be good. We're going to try to make it, and a lot of them they're going to try to make it. As you see right now, the flow in the Darien has decreased in a way. 108,000 right now till now have crossed the Darien, but uh, another thing that is going to happen is that when you see that, you will say that there are going to be a massive deportation. Uh, what do you think is going to happen inside of the United States? Inside of the United States, what do you think What do you think it's going to happen inside of the United States? Uh, you already see in protests by migrants in New York. You already see in protests by migrants in several places, and the mercenary activist liberal, the progressives, are going to use the migrants to basically protest under the inhuman agenda. Oh my God, these Republicans, they're so inhuman. They're trying to separate families. That's what they do. La 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 la. They're going to deport families. Look, the white supremacy, the white imperialists, the conspiracy, the xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, pornophobic, fatphobic, racist, fascist, narcissist, bigot. Using their language uh, and ultimately use them to protest. That is my theory. That is what I believe. There's a purpose behind it. There's a purpose to letting a lot of people. There's multiple purposes. One of the purposes on this stage and on this particular juncture, I believe that they are going to use them for that. And it's sad. It's really sad to basically, basically understand that and to see that they are possibly going to be used for that. I will read. I will read your comments. Is anybody warning them? Yes, but ultimately, the Biden administration has already let them know that they're going to be let in. So there's a possibility of just saying, you know what, I'm going to stay. And there's huge possibilities of the migrants saying, I'm going to still go. I'll read your comments. Uh, Chicago is now saying they cannot sustain it. And okay, where is it? Right here, Cat White. Chicago is saying they cannot sustain it, and they were a city welcoming them. Well, it's exactly like New York, right? Uh, Congressman Thompson has proposed a bill to strip Trump of his Secret Service protection. Their hate for him is nothing short of pure evil. Well, it's not even him. It's Kennedy also doesn't have even protection. It's You have to think about it. It's not only Trump. It's also Kennedy. Kennedy, the Robert Kennedy Jr. doesn't have protection also, and he said it on an interview. He said, "I don't have protection also," and that is the thing that he has to be provided, and he doesn't have protection. So it's not even they're trying to strip away the protection of the other president, but they're trying to also, uh, you know, they already took away the protection from Kennedy. Um, Now that Chicago, America can sustain all of this migrants arriving in our country. America, the continent of America, or the United States of America? Which ones are you talking about? Uh, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining, and good morning to everybody. Good morning to everybody. How's everybody doing? Thank you, and thank you. Thank you for every single one of you. I am going to be traveling soon, and I'm planning to travel to a lot of places. So buy me a coffee is right there, pinned on the chat. If you guys like to buy, to buy me a coffee and help and donate and contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, it will be a lot of help. I'm planning to go to Armenia borders with Syria, borders with Jordan, uh, Israel, again, and ultimately South America and the borders with Mexico and the United States. Uh, Trump already uses the Mossad for his family protection. They better than Secret Service. Uh, well, all right, that's your perception. I wouldn't want to go to a place that is about to fall and have a lot of angry Americans and have a lot of angry Americans. This is a corrupt, evil government. This is meant to crash this country. Okay. Civil war in the United States, no doubt. Well, that's going a little bit too much. It's you're already fighting the system. Uh, no, where is it? So, do you think people are going to start crossing with coyotes in California until California is overwhelmed, like Texas, invite them to Stockton? Uh, what do you? What the hell? They have always been crossing legally like that, man. When you're crossing through a non-port of entry, through a mountain, jumping a wall, they cross with the coyotes. California is already overwhelmed. I don't know what country do you live on, but California is already overwhelmed, and it's and a lot of overwhelmed. It's extremely overwhelmed, more than Texas. I will tell you that. Uh, Oscar, I was wondering, your country allows invasions created by. I don't categorize this as a lot of people. I'm not going to get into it because a lot of people start getting upset. But I call it the way it is. Oscar Blue, I was wondering why your country allows. No, 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 no. Don't start. Why your country allows the invasions created by Biden? Uh, First of all, it is an invitation by your president. Our country has our own constitution, has our own laws. We don't obey, and we're not the employee of the United States. Let's get that create established, and let's get that cleared. We have our own constitution, we have our own laws. The one that is inviting this massive influx and ultimately the mass migration into your country, it is your current administration, it is your president. By signing the Global Compact of Immigration and letting people in through non-ports of entry and ports of entry, it is your president. The migrants do not want to stay in Mexico. Why should Mexico stop them if your country is actually allowing them and it's inviting them? Our country can allow 30 trillion people if they want. It is up to you that you protect your border and that you send a message that this is not the way. And this is the way that has to do. This is the process and this is the way that it has to do it. Your current president and your current administration, it is the one that is inviting all of this. Our country can do whatever the hell they want. It is an independent country. We are a sovereign nation. And it is not only our country. Guatemala is letting them pass. Nicaragua is letting them pass. Honduras is letting them pass. El Salvador is letting them pass. Costa Rica is letting them pass. República Dominicana is letting them pass. Panama is letting them pass. Colombia is letting them pass. Why? Because they are in direction to where? To the country that is letting them in. And who is letting them in? Your country. Your administration, the current administration, it is the one that it is letting them in. The migration is not only in the Darien Cap, it is all around the world. People are being flown over, people are flying to different airports. People are, the Darien Gap, it is not the epicenter of South America. You got Central America that is a mass migration. Mass migration. Got people migrating from Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, from all across the world. So uh, that's what I believe. So be careful. You're saying, why does Mexico does not stop them? We are not your worker. We are not your employee. Remember what the disgusting Mike Johnson said the other day? That he told Biden, oh, but President, we're the United States. Mexico is going to obey us. Like, what the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are, man? Who do you think you are? No, 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 no. Respect of another country. That's not the way to handle international relations. That's not the way to speak. That's not the way to talk. So, you have to go to the source and understand why this is happening, why this is occurring, why this is continuing, and why this is purposely being done. And it is the significance of this statement has become so blunt and so true that the United States will be destroyed by within, not by outside, not by outsiders, and that is an actual truth. Your country, it is being overwhelmingly run by bad politicians, bad leaders, corrupt politicians, corrupt leaders. The Uni Party, sellouts on the Republican side. You have a few that is counted on their hands that they're actually defending the country and they're not allying with the communist Marxist political party of the Democrats. They're sellouts. They want to sustain their monthly pay. They don't want to continue, fighting, because if they fight, they're going to be looked at and labeled as the statements that I have released before, that I have said multiple times before. So white supremacist, he's this, he's that. It's obvious what is happening. You guys have really bad leaders right now. You got too many chiefs, not so many Indians. You got so many leaders, and all of them, they're really bad. Starting from the weak president that you have. So weak, weak, weak president. Of course, he's not in charge. You know, look how blunt Vladimir Putin was with his statements when what's his name, Tucker Carlson went and interviewed him. That's crazy how he immediately said, but just tell us who's running the country then, and who Putin said that it was running the country. How crazy is that, huh? We never thought that that was going to come out of his mouth. You know, Putin is not a good guy. He is not a good guy, but look what he said. So we know that you guys have a weak president, but also who's behind it, it is doing it on purpose. And the one that is behind this weak president doesn't love the United States of America. My God, he hates the United States of America. He hates the United States. The other day, I don't know if I saw this and if I saw this right or not, but it was so embarrassing to see that. It is the only country that I have seen in my lifetime. I'm 43 years of age, where I have seen that in the House of Congress, you will see another flag flying. And this time, it was in the House of Congress. All politicians, I don't have nothing against Ukraine. Ukraine is a beautiful country, has beautiful people. I met the mayor of Ukraine, Vitaly Klitschko, which he's a former, heavyweight champion of the world. I so admire that man. But how in the hell that is so disrespectful? So disrespectful. Everybody flying the Ukraine flag inside of the United States House of Congress. You have to be kidding me, man. You have to be kidding me. It's just unfreaking believable. But, I'm telling you, it is, you know, uh, you know, uh, I think that that's how you describe the United States right now in terms of politicians. Uh, in X, Lady Lake, 100% no flag should be in our houses but our own. Uh, so many have fallen for the propaganda BS of Ukraine. Uh, I heard Hong Kong, but I heard Chicago, and I was like, let me ask my boy Oscar. I'm pretty sure he got the lowdown of what? What's going on, Lucy Carrasco? Uh, P Rafa. Well, ignorant and disrespectful to fly the Ukraine flag. I don't know, man. It's a clown show, really. It looks like a clown show for me, man. Uh, I don't know. This, in terms to migration, the only thing that I can tell you, this is what I believe, and I believe strongly that they are going to try to use our people. And it's sad because I hate seeing our Latino people migrate in these conditions. I completely, disgustingly hate that we are being looked at as everybody's exactly the same, as creating disaster, doing this, doing that. Um, uh, I just we are good people. I have walked in caravans that there are doctors in them, engineers, lawyers, teachers, architects, all kinds of great, good migrants, man. And just because a few they have breaking the rules, they have created bad crimes, everybody's being labeled like that. And this is because of the Democrats. And this is because of a global compact of immigration of the United Nations. This is because every country has given the power to the United Nations uh, to basically run our borders. This is the fault of those organizations. There's nobody else, and they pander under the humanitarian wing to let everybody try to understand. Uh, that they are helping when we are in a crisis, and they haven't fixed this crisis because they live out of a crisis. That's what the United Nations does. They live out of crisis. These NGOs, they live out of the crisis. And now it is obvious what they're doing. It is obvious what they're trying to do. Uh, you know, do you think Mexico will ever become a civilized country? We are a civilized country. I don't know. What are you thinking? We are a great civilized country. What are you a civilized country right now? The United States, like the first world aside from the LG. I'm just asking you a question. You're comparing Mexico right now. You're talking about a country that, in your country of the United States, do they know in your college students, when they are being asked what a woman is, do they know what a woman is? Let me just start by being civilized with you. Or are they gender fluid? Or are they non binary? Or they need to be pronounced in their correct pronouns? Or do they have a correct bathroom so a man can go and say, oh, I'm a woman today, I can go into the woman's bathroom? Or do you have correct people playing in the correct sports? Men in men's sports and women in women's sports. What kind of civilized situation are you talking about? Or are they passing bills to give uh, medication to young kids so they can change their hormones? Oh, wait, that's not Mexico, right? That's the United States. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Ah, how stupid am I? How stupid am I? My God, how stupid. How can we be not so civilized? Before pointing the finger, it's the most beautiful man on this planet that ever walked this planet. His name was Jesus Christ. And he stood in front of people that they were throwing rocks to a woman. And he created a line, and he said, whoever is free of sin, cast the first stone. And there's a saying in Mexico: cuando escupes para arriba, lo más seguro es que te caiga en la cabeza. When you spit to the sky, more than likely it's going to land in your face. I'm just telling you, before we start pointing the finger, you need to look at what the United States is becoming right now. Really. Yes, we have our problems in Mexico. The number one problem is the cartel. We already know that. But ultimately, I'm just letting you know. You're talking about civilized. When you have Black Lives Matter, you have Antifa, you have people protesting in your cities in the United States for Hamas and Hezbollah. The other day in Columbia University, students saying we love Hamas. That's civilized in the United States. You're not seeing me criticize that, right? We're seeing the decline of a great country of the United States of America. That's why people need to rise and protect that country. So I'm just responding to you. Uh, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in this morning. 41 minutes going in. 10:28. Uh, uh, 10:29 on the 21st of April. Man, that's crazy. 21st of April. Uh, be soon traveling soon. So thank you so much. We got 750 people watching right now. That's what I see on the live feed. I believe there's a lot of people at Twitter. We got people at YouTube, and also we got people on Facebook. I'm intending to travel soon to several places, and ultimately, uh, that's going to take a little while. Let me just read another. You have to forgive our crappy education system, Oscar. People forget Mexico declared their independence before the United States came into being. Random American. Thank you so much. Uh, I will listen to your opinions. I think I'm gonna move. It's really getting cold on this side, and I think I'm gonna move to that side where the sun is hitting a little bit. So let me just move a little bit over here. I'm in my house. Uh, oh my God! Yes, the sun. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. It's all right. You guys remember that song? Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Uh, uh, okay. Let's see right here. Joyce Meadows. There's a lot of hate on this comment, but I will read it. It says, "Your own president, a socialist, and the cartels are running your country of Mexico. It wouldn't flourish without U.S. employing and working with Mexicans. Your leaders are hurting Mexican people. Yes, they are. But the cartels do not grow on their own. You know that, right? A business without a buyer, what would it happen, Joyce? Let's say you have a business and you have a product. Let's say you are selling chicken, and you have the best chicken in the world, uh, and um, you have to sell the chicken. Just a hypothetical, stupid example. But you don't have no buyers, so your business it is going to go broke. I believe so, right? But all of a sudden, you have one buyer, and that one buyer every day comes through, and he buys your chicken every day, and you rely on that buyer, right? You depend on that buyer. A buyer is the one that is growing your economy. That buyer is the one that is buying your product consistently. That buyer is the one that is, you know, growing you into buying more businesses and create more businesses and expanding more because that buyer is the one that is providing you, right? Am I exact or am I incorrect? I'm just giving a hypothetical example. Just hypothetical. I'm just, you know, apply that exactly to drugs. Who's the number one buyer, sadly, of fentanyl in the world? Cocaine and synthetic drugs. What currency the cartel gets paid with? Do they get paid in crypto? Get paid in dollars? Where do the majority of the artillery that feeds the cartel comes from? It's a really good, beautiful sunny day. Just asking you a question. Like you said, it's not hate or facts. I'm just stating facts. Uh, you do not have a market. If people would stop buying the cartels, it would be out of business. Thank you so much. Exactly. If you have no one to buy the product, you do not have a market. People would stop buying. Cartels will be out of business, and they will be weak, and they will be easily dismantled and destroyed. Exactly. Remember Fast and the Furious? Uh, I just made a hypothetical example. And when I started speaking about that example, Jerry, I said it is a stupid hypothetical example. Do you want me to go directly into the example as what it is? I made a comparison because I don't know who I'm speaking to on the other side of the screen. Good morning to everybody. I'll read your comments. Uh, yes, a lot. Read your comments. Read your comments. Good morning, the United States of America. Good morning to all American people. Do I have the majority of this, stay with chickens? Yeah, because it hurts. Facts hurt a lot. They really hurt. Good morning to everybody in the United States of America. God bless you all. American people, how's everybody doing? People, from New York, from Boston, from Wisconsin, Montana, Colorado, uh, you know, California, Texas, Wyoming, New Hampshire, uh, all of you. Hold on a minute. What the hell happened right here? God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Blessings. Blessings to all. Blessings. Uh, there you go. Canada, New Hampshire, Illinois. As Mexico kept his word about cracking down on China importing the prosecutor fentanyl, it's really difficult to say. And you're talking about Mexico, you're talking about the Mexican people, talking about the Mexican government. Really hard to say. They have cracked down a lot of gallons coming in, and um, tons of gallons, but the distribution continues, and it's a lot of corruption. Uh, it's a business. As trafficking of humans, also. New Jersey, Watts. Oh my God. Where are you, man? Little Watts or big Watts? Little Watts or big Watts, man? I gotta ask you that, bro. Little Watts or big Watts? There's two, man. There's two. Don't you think that I don't know? Who's the most corrupt in this subject? Is it the U.S., Mexico, the cartels? The real question. You follow the money who created the drug market and none of the. Yep, that's the thing. Correct. Michigan, how you doing? Uh, so you're from Big Watts, where the Watts towers are. Yep, you're from Big Watts. Michigan, New Jersey, New York, no, oh New York. Man, New York is really bad right now, man. It's really bad right now, New York. So sad what is happening to that place, man. So sad. South Central, South Central. What's going on, Eunice? Little Watts is like 4 hours from me. In Watts, okay. I'm from SoCal, so I know the real Watts. Here goes my people, man. What's going on? People from Cali, California love. Oh my God, man. Little Watts, Massachusetts. There you go. Uh, Mexico has fantastic art. I really want to see some more. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah. Huntington Beach. There you go, man. On the surf and in the house. Oh, beautiful surfing. I used to do some surfing when I was young. I started surfing when I was 12, and I surfed all the way to now I was 21. But I used to do boogie surfing. So my brother Matthew Tomlett, he lives in Panama. He told me that's so you do women surfing because he surfs on a board, and I'm like, what the hell, man? I do boogie surfing, man. So it's body surfing. But I used to do a lot of surfing when I was young, man. All the Baja. I used to do all the Baja, man. I'm here because of Chuck Holton. Give him a shout out. Oh hell yeah, that's my mentor, man. All the way to wherever the great Chuck Holton is. I love that man. He's my mentor. Uh, the best war correspondent in the world, Mr. Chuck Holton. Thank you so much for being here, Stephen Waldner. God bless you, man. From Maine, yeah, man, from Maine. What's going on? Where are you from? Close to El Centro, venga, El Centro, California. Oh, people from California started coming, man. Oscar Blue, con, you have to get some crab cakes. Oh, crab cakes, man. Crab cakes has to be in the house, man. Uh, do you have any comment on Max Azzarello, the man that set himself? Um, Oscar, do you have any comment on Max Azzarello, the man that set himself on fire in New York? So sad, man. South Dakota, South and Central. So sad, man. So sad. That's the decline of the population of the United States, where it has become to protest like that. So sad. It's so sad. He was carrying a sign that said Biden and Trump are setting us up on a coup or something like that. And then he set himself on fire. And then, a lot of the leftist networks were like the conspiracy theorists, man, this guy. I'm like, man, you guys don't even let that guy rest, man. The guy just died. He committed suicide on himself. He just died horribly, burning himself to death. And still, the leftist media wants to label that man before he dies. How horrible is that media, man? The media is disgusting. The leftist media is disgusting, man. No God, no love, no nothing, man. They don't give a rat's ass about who you are. It's disgusting. The leftist media is the worst media in the world. No principles, nothing. No journalistic ethics, nothing. The guy just set himself on fire, man. And I'm sorry, the guy, sadly, he had his own perception of politics. Yes, we don't agree to disagree. But the guy just died, and he set himself on fire. And before he dies, you're gonna label that man the conspiracy theorist that set himself on fire. And like Jesus Christ, man, let the man rest. Just let the man rest. That's humanity, man. We forgot about being compassionate. We forgot about loving each other. We forgot about all of that, and that comes with an economical destruction, and social and economical destruction of our lives. It comes with that. Jessica, the left media is disgusting and disgraceful. Yes, it is. Uh, they are satanic, the left and the news, just like many governments elites. Yes. No, I haven't. I haven't had the time, and I will read it whenever I have the time. But it'll be interesting to read it. But you know, I don't. Uh, I think you fear what I'm saying, Oscar Blue Ramirez. I can show you the studies and the history. This drug coming attack is nothing new. Europeans have seen it many times in history. Fear, it is a word that is put in the dictionary to test the human being to overcome the obstacles. Fear is just a word, it's not a feeling. I don't fear. God bless you. Uh, the U.S. has never been perfect, but corruption has exploded since this new regime took over. I completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. Thank you so much. Pam bought me a coffee. It is okay to share the link during the lives. Oh my God, please do. Please do. Please do. Please do share the link. Pam, thank you so much for buying me a coffee. Buy me a coffee is right there, people. If you guys like to contribute to my independent reporting and travel fund, I'm trying to go to Armenia. From Armenia, I'm trying to go to Jordan. From Jordan to the borders of Jordan, also with the borders of Syria, Israel, uh, you know, in all of this. I'm trying to go a lot of places. So I will not. I'm gonna put a Gibson Go and see how it goes, man. This is such a stupid comment, but I am not going to interact with this man anymore, man. Heck, this might even be a play to take the whole nation of Mexico. Holy cow! I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to trigger me, and the only thing that you are going to achieve, Satan, it is blessings. Hope that all that hate that you have in your heart will be put into will put into something that is productive. Not today, Satan. Not today. God bless you. Soccer game in New York was canceled due to immigrants wouldn't leave. My God, don't. Wow, really? Somebody else donated a coffee. My God, thank you so much. Buy me a coffee is right there, man. Buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee is right there. God bless you. Uh, Fear mongering. That is love. Under our feet, you stay, Satan. Not today, Satan. Not today. It's Sunday, man. It's Holy Sunday, man. Every Sunday is Holy Sunday, so not today, Satan. Uh, Hello, Oscar. Have a blessed day. We love your hard work and great safe travel. Thank you so much, Ruby. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you. Yes, not today. He's not having it today, man. He's not. Uh, Let me read some of your comments. We need a new administration. When the United States is unstable, the world is unstable. That is facts. That is incredible. And uh, we have never seen it so obvious and down. Oscar, you look like you have a hangover. No, I don't drink. I drink, but socially, but not until I get absolutely blasted. So I stopped drinking beer. It's been 4 years without drinking beer. And I stopped drinking beer because I was walking in a caravan and I was having a hard time walking on the caravan. So I said, enough is enough. And then the speculation of us possibly going inside the dairy and started happening since 4 years ago. So look, since when was the planning for us to go to the Darien? So I started getting in shape, and I said like, man, I'm a former professional boxer. What am I doing? So I cut the beer, stopped drinking beer, and I drink wine every once in a while, tequila, a shot every once in a while. But I don't. No, no, no. I'm okay, man. Just woke up a little while ago. I went for a run to the mountain with my son. Uh, I'm okay. Everybody's okay, man. Uh, Ah, you have that, man. I want a hat like that, man. Not today, Satan hat. God, thank you so much, Christine. My God, God bless you. So right now, all the West has to deal with this human migration thing going on. Yes, lots of rumors on here. Well, it's not rumors; they're comments. So everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's called freedom of speech. I like that, because the United States is the only country that did that experiment that is called freedom. And they experimented on that. It is the only country that has done that in the history of countries. They said, let us provide freedom to the people. Let's give freedom to them. And you have that freedom that has been completely exacerbated and taken away the goodness of freedom and brought the badness of freedom. What is that? The goodness of freedom is fighting for liberty, fighting for a good cause, fighting for God, fighting for a good house, a good economy, your family, your community, your society. The bad things of freedom, you're seeing it right here. Young kids defending Hamas, destroying, looting, protesting to loot, protesting to destroy. That is bad freedom right there. Oh yeah, absolutely, and it is going to happen. You're the greatest country that exists, man. It is going to happen. It is going to happen. Yes, absolutely. This is just a phase that you're going through. It's a horrible. It's a horrible tunnel, man, that you guys are going through right now. It's a really bad tunnel, but at the end of that tunnel, there's a huge light, and I think that is going to happen real in the next incoming days, man. The Darien Gap must have been insane. Does experience something like that weighed on you? Yes, a lot. I was talking about it yesterday with one of my cousins. That I want to give a shout out to my cousin Albert. He is a sergeant of the National Guard of the United States of America, and he received a medal. I think he's a staff sergeant. I think he's a staff sergeant. That he received a medal of achievement of perfection in work or something like that, and he showed it to me yesterday. So I'm going to give a quick shout out to him. And we were talking about this. We were talking about the weight of all the effects that this has on our mind. There has been several things that I have been in shock and they have never left my mind. There's a child that I carried the whole time for one day, and that really stays on my mind. Uh, and ultimately, the one that stays on my mind, there's other two ladies. One of them got raped, and she was telling me in front of my face, I just got raped and abused. And for me, it was the first time that I ever seen a woman, you know, in my face telling me that. And it was such a disaster, man. Such a disaster for me. Emotionally, it completely destroyed me, man. And, carrying children through the river, There was a point that I went alone to one of the far lefts of the jungle, and I started crying for a little bit. So I could not believe that this is migration. I could not believe that. I could not believe that our people, our Latino people, are being used and are being treated like this, to migrate like that. It's just horrible. I could not believe that, and it stayed on my mind for a lot of time. So yes, there's a lot of weight. I can tell you, there's a lot of comments right here that went by, but I'm sorry. Oscar, keep up the great work. Continue to pray for us. Thank you, Tylet. Hello from Louisiana. No, 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 that's okay, Terry. God bless you. That's okay. Reading your comments, reading your comments. Congratulations to your cousin. Yes, he's a serviceman of the United States of America. He just came back from the Middle East. I cannot say where, but he came back from the Middle East. He served over there he has served multiple years now as a National Guard. But yeah, ya estuvo, yeah, yeah. Several years in the National Guard he has served, and he's a great soldier, man. Uh, Beautiful cousin, man. He's my baby cousin, and I love him. I love him. He has demonstrated to us courage, integrity. He's a great man, although he's a liberal, but I love him. I think the Second Amendment is going to be critical and important. Thank you, Oscar, for this positive words about America. Yes. I remember watching her. So they're already in the administration. Thanks for the work you do, Oscar. Pretty new here. Notifications on. Really appreciate all you do. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Lil Miss South. Hello, Oscar from Texas. Hello, Connie. Humanity is going through a serious trial right now. Yes, bad. This administration is evil. Wow. I remember watching. Breaks my heart. It's kind of a right random America. I think the Second Amendment, it is going to be extremely important in the next decade. Yeah, it is going to be really important. Uh, Critical. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm done. An hour and 7 minutes. It's been a long live. God bless you. God bless every single one of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Buy Me a Coffee is right there. Thank you for donating. Thank you for contributing to our independent reporting and travel fund. It has been a blessing talking to you guys. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. I'm gonna go and have. Oh my God! I'm gonna go and have some breakfast. Have a blessed day. Stay safe, and like we always say, God's plan. It is our mission.